Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, very different in many ways. First of all, background, I'm not in my normal room where I do the filming, which is normally the living room. I have a bookshelf there. That's because living room is currently office from my husband, because my husband is working from home, the kids are at home, and we are all in the lockdown, like almost everybody else in the world. So today we are talking about coronavirus. Yeah, coronavirus. That brought the world really upside down. From an epidemiological point of view, I totally understand the lockdown, but what it does to economy is a huge crash, and the aftermath is going to be big. I know that a lot of people are thinking, okay, I'm gonna hold on, a few weeks, and then things will go back the way they were. I actually really believe that's not the case. Things won't go exactly the way they were. Things will shift and change. Now, not every change is bad. I don't think, not at all. Usually, when there is a specific need, the people need to think differently and brainstorm, and in that case some changes are actually really good and better than they were before. Besides this really a push and a crush on economy, what I really want to talk about today is isolation, because isolation is something very unnatural to human beings. I mean, humans are social beings. They like to be with one another, and I don't mean social media interaction, I mean really personal interaction. And the fact that we cannot do that is a problem and will bring a lot of issues, mental difficulties, depression, and I think a lot more than people actually expect or anticipated in the beginning. So this is a little bit of tips and tricks that I think might help you, that I'm doing myself, and in the end I have something very special that I can give personally to you. First of all, time for yourself. Now, I know that might seem strange. We are anyway in isolation. Why do you need even more time for yourself? I, however, do think this is important, because the isolation now for you means time within your family, and normally you go outside of that family, you have time for yourself, and I think taking the time, if at all possible, is really important. Just step away from others so that you are only with yourself. Here in Switzerland we have a little bit, let's say, softer lockdown, in a sense that we actually can go outside. We just shouldn't go in contact with other people, and if we do, we should keep a distance of 2 meters. So we have a little bit more flexibility to do that. If you can't go outside, try to find a space in your own apartment where you can be on your own, just with you. I think this is really important. If you can, and I know it again sounds like a cliche, a workout. Workout will not only be a boost for your immune system, it will also induce production of endorphins, and you will physically feel better. Yesterday I really did not feel well. I had the walls closing on me. I really needed to do something, and I went for a bike ride with my dog. Now, I know that some of you actually cannot do that because you really need to stay at your homes, but if you at all can, try to take a little bit of time to do some workout. Inside I use an app which is called Cyberobics. I would recommend that, or some other app for workout. I think it is super useful. The other thing, and people who have done meditation will know that, meditate. It does wonders, and if you haven't meditated before, do it now, because it will, I mean, it really literally can save your mind. I'm using again an app which is called Headspace. You can use other apps, whatever you think might fit you best. I would really recommend that you take 5-10 minutes to really inside be with yourself. It will help you tremendously. And the last bit, I told you I can help you here, and this is helping you to just forget about the world, forget how it is now, go somewhere else, dive into another new world. And here I mean reading. I can offer you my book for free. Who might like this book? The Senthien is a science fiction book. It is heavy on science fiction, so people who like science fiction will like that. Also, there is genetic manipulation concept, because the population in that world, in that galaxy, exists because it has been genetically manipulated so that they can do certain things. Another thing that is really important, and if you dive into the Senthien, you need to like love stories, because the Senthien is in the very base a love story between two people that, with all the rules and all the regulations, cannot be together, but they still do come together. Have a look at the blurb. I've written it down in the comments. See if this is interesting for you. If it is, then click the link. You can get the book for free. If this is not the book for you, if you don't like science fiction, if you don't like love stories, that's okay. I would recommend to go to BookBub, which is a platform and a newsletter that every day sends books that are either cheap or for free. And this is a really, really good platform to learn about new books. So yes, as an author, I suggest that you read books, just go somewhere else, dive into another world. I hope this helped you a little bit. I hope you can use some of the tips from this video, and also I hope that you can read the book and go somewhere else. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep sane in this a little bit crazy world of ours today. And I will see you next time. Bye! Almost everybody is on lockdown, and from an epidemiological. So I hope this helped you a little bit with a little bit of ticks and trips and ticks. No. Ticks and trips, really. Tricks and tips.